Last call for Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, I'm not signed up for that.
I'll be right back. I might have to sign up for Super Street Fighter 4. Where are my diabolical plans to thwart
And who do you plan on maining for this Super Street Fighter 4 tournament?
Ibuki? There's no
Ibuki.
secret with that.
Oh, of course.
But you never know what kind of surprise I have.
Indeed. Things may come back. Do you believe Ibuki would be the optimal counter pick for Turn of the Century, Steve?
Oh, absolutely.
That's fine. Please mistake.
And
and the game has started off very quickly, taking to the advantage of Turn of the Century Steve. But finally, Taker has gotten his hands on him, and we have a burst.
that early burst from Hypermarth, definitely a bad move.
The match again seems to be heading straight forward, and he gets the super off. Not a full charge, sadly, but
again, not
still.
a very good move.
Tsubaki, really lacking in the super range. I've never been very impressed with the super moves that Tsubaki can dish out.
Yeah, in fact, I've never actually been impressed with Hypermarth Tsubaki.
Really?
No.
Oh, and we have it down to the sliver on Iron Tagger. Can he take it? And there it is. First round goes to Turn of the Century Steve. How do you feel about that, even Kurt?
I believe that, again, is referred to as a fluke.
Referred to as a fluke. You still do believe that that his opponent is currently sandbagging and will choke at the very end?
Well, I don't want his opponent to choke at the very end.
Or throttle, I believe the term is.
Yes,
Throttling. Throttling.
In fact, I'd like to see a 720 at the end.
Ah, yes, indeed. The 720, a very popular joystick rotation for Iron Tagger players.
A very, very popular move among Iron Tagger players.
And it seems that Turn of the Century Steve was very much ready for this pick, though. He's laying down on the Iron Tagger very heavily.
Well, that's all right. 1720 will easily.
Oh yes. As Iron Tagger's moves are, I believe the term that I have heard more common is derp-worthy powerful.
I believe that is what Twin Tail Fox in fact say.
And it looks like Turn of the Century Steve might be taking this one home. Oh. And he goes into the freak-out mode. Very short-lived. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Might have taken it. Oh, we get some Dagato Finger in there.
That was an excellent interpretation of Guided Finger.
Oh, there it is. Oh, is that going to take it from him? Oh, no, we are down to the wire on this round. 30 seconds left. Can Evil Kurt pull this out? Oh, and no, it goes to Iron Tagger, going down to the last round of the last match.
That was actually Hypermarth, I'd like to make a clarification, and not Evil Kurt.
Or Evil Kurt. I am terribly sorry, Evil Kurt. In the tension of the moment, I appear to have lost myself and got my nicknames up.
I'd still prefer you never make that mistake again.
Very well. I do remember in 1997 when you implanted the explosive in my brain.
Yes. Please keep that in mind.
That I will keep that in mind. I get it. Keeping it in mind.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, I promise that I will never make such a mistake again, as fear that my brains will be splattered upon the walls.
Excellent.
Yes, and which would be very unfortunate for the players, because then it would get in their controllers and might affect gameplay.
I agree. All right, so
going back to the match.
All right. Burst.
Sort of a random burst, but
very, very random.
Very random.
Going to the bread and butter combo.
We have Turn of the Century Steve laying in again, and Tager's got his hands on him.
We have a burstless meter at this point. Burstless game.
And we'll see how well that matches out. Bursts are ungodly useful against Tagger.
Okay.
Laying in the heat, and this might just be it. And that is it.
And Hypermarth taps it out.
Congratulations, Turn of the Century Steve.
And we're moving on to the grand finals.
Really? Oh, it goes straight into it?
Oh, I believe so.
Oh, wow.
All right, so after that fluke, we'll see a rectification of that.
Oh, very well then. I'm kind of confused, as I thought that was the finals.
Yeah.
Very well then.
I'm not a tournament expert, as I'm sure those listening to this commentary are well aware.
Indeed, I believe that your doctorate is not in fighting games, but instead in evil science.
Yes. Yep.
Yes,
I did major. back.
Yes.
Or-
Did you heard rumor that it was Professor Moriarty. In fact, he was your professor.
Oh yes, excellent professor of mine.
Yes.
of
I
my
do
favorites.
believe that he was let go from the University of Diabolical Scientists after the famed Sherlock Holmes threw him off a waterfall.
It is a shame, but I still use him as a reference.
Okay, I'll be right back. All right.
I'll be right back. I have to do the backup.
And that was Evil Kurt, the arch rival and nemesis of Turn of the Century Steve, who just lost this round to Iron Tiger. Moving on to the next round, Turn of the Century Steve. Still, we have not gotten a confirmation of which time around the Turn of the Century Steve has come from. As we know, his time machine apparatus has changed throughout the time. We do believe he used a DeLorean at some point, but I also remember a wooden barrel with a stovepipe coming out of it in 1998. The match is continuing. The Iron Tiger seems to have gotten his the wind in his sails this time, really laying it into Turn of the Century Steve. Whiffs the special, but manages the grab. That might be it. That is a finish. Goes to Iron Tiger. Moving on to the second round of the grand finals for the BlazBlue tournament, for those of you at home. And again, I am Solid Gopher, contender here at Northern Fights 2011. Filling in for our normal commentators. And here again joining me is once again Evil Kurt, arch rival and nemesis of Turn of the Century Steve.
All right, and Street Fighter brackets are up. Took care of that. In fact, I missed who won this round. Who in fact won?
Evil Kurt did in fact
Evil
lose
Kurt.
this.
Excuse me? All right. Solid Gopher's brain explosive did in fact go off, but fortunately I did set it not to be a fatal explosion, since one Solid Gopher does amuse me. So he should be coming back to us any time now. Anyways, I still don't know in fact who won the. I'm assuming Hypermarth must have won the previous match.
I am terribly sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I made another slip up, and the small explosive in my brain did in fact go off. I'm terribly sorry.
That's
what? Evil Kurt, could you fill me in as to what happened while I was unconscious?
720 happened.
720, the full 720?
So you just saw the results right there?
Yes, indeed. Laying it into Turn of the Century Steve. As I had said, Turn of the Century Steve had lost the previous round.
Yes.
Yes. I'm terribly sorry about that mix-up, Evil Kurt. No, just out of curiosity, now that the explosive has in fact gone off, am I safe from making a mistake again?
No.
Very well. Good to know, to make sure for future endeavors.
Every evil genius always has a backup plan.
Indeed he does. And
It's cute that you asked, though.
Well, thank you. As I do like to keep, and that was quick.
Decisive win.
Oh. Well, I believe that finishes off the grand final for the BlazBlue tournament here at 2011 Northern Fights, Mark of the Decade. Thank you very much for joining me, for letting me join you here, Evil Kurt.
It's been a good time.
Yes, indeed. This is Solid Gopher, and signing off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.